Hello there. My name is Chang. I'm always climbing, and today we're going to go over a quick 8-minute wrist routine to make sure your wrists are nice, strong, and healthy. It's a follow along video, so you just shut off your brain, do what I do to the best of your abilities. All you're really going to need is some form of a floor, and if you're creative, you really don't even need that. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. First things first that I want us to do is we're going to practice some wrist circles. So, buddy, oh buddy, we got our hand here and our hand here. We're going to do circles going in and out, in and out. As we do these circles, I want you to imagine you're drawing big, old, delicious wumbo circles using the tips of your fingers. Notice how at the end of every circle, we go right back to our starting place with palms facing forwards. Let us continue doing this. But as we do, our hands are not necessarily soft. We are putting some intention in them so that they're kind of firm, almost as if we're saying, fuck you, with all of our fingers at once. If you get the idea of the image, let's now reverse that direction. One more time. We're being intentional. Our fingers are nice and splayed out to the side as if we're doing a firm handshake, and we really just don't want to close our fingers. Each time we're stopping right at the front to let our body know that we're resetting this circular motion. This will be the last one, and then we're going to activate what's known as a little bit of a shakeout. Let us relax. Now I'm going to back up just a tiny bit, all right? And using what's known as the down floor, I'm now going to press my hands onto it. Now, you could press from a seated position, on your knees, slightly spread, whatever is your preferred partner, but we're going to start pressing. Are you ready? Let's go. We're going to press down onto the floor. As we're pressing down onto the floor, we want our fingers to be nice and open. With our fingers nice and open, we're going to activate a little bit of a grabbing action with the floor. All that's going to do is activate the musculature around the wrist and the forearm, which are directly connected to the wrist. So it's a pretty good idea. I want you to take note that my body isn't all the way behind, but slightly in front of it. This slightly in front of it action, now believe it or not, it's going to help apply some pressure towards the wrist, which is exactly what we want. However, buddy old friend of mine, if it's a little bit too much pressure, go ahead and throw it back just a little bit. But we do want to have some slight pressure on the whole time. Even though this is indeed an isometric exercise where we're conditioning the wrist to having vertical load placed upon it, I don't ever want you to just completely relax into it. Even though relaxing into it is not the worst thing in the world, we want to be active, pushing away from the ground, and of course, we're grabbing the floor. That's how we're gonna build strength in our wrists, not to mention our hands. So it's a bit of a killing two birds with one stone type of ordeal, vicious thing. Now we're gonna go ahead and move out of it. As we move out of it, we're gonna activate that, typical good old shake, right? Relaxing a little bit. Every good stretchity routine should have some sparse intermittent rest. Is that a necessity? Not really, but it is something nice to say while I transition us to this next one, which will be done one arm at a time to really hit that forearm and extensor. Now I do recommend you get into kind of like a nice seated position, buddy-o. And when we're ready, we're gonna place our hand to our side. With the hand placed to our side, elbow nice and straight. And then flip it in the opposite direction. With this flip action happening, we're gonna squeeze the muscles. Make sure they're nice and tight, all right? And then just lean back on that thing. The pressure should be going towards the knuckles, and that's gonna rip apart that wrist and forearm muscles. It is quite excellent. We're gonna hold it there for just a moment, and as we're holding it, just like with everything else we've been doing, we're gonna make sure the muscles are slightly engaged, like a firm handshake. I think that's enough for this. Let us move out of it. But wait, if we turn our hand around, we can now do the same thing, but with the extensors. Again, triceps are engaged, arm straight. The weight going towards our knuckles, which will help rip that thing apart. Oh, and so the best of ways, you feel me? And that's why we're applying a little bit of pressure downwards. We just get this nice stretch going on as we hold it for but another moment. I think that's about long enough. Let's get out of it. Switching to our other side, we're gonna repeat the exact same thing. Are you ready? Aye, aye, Captain. Well then, let's go ahead and do it. Stretching it. Make sure the elbow's straight. Apply the correct amount of intensity so that you feel your fibers being slightly pulled apart. Should it be painful? In fact, it should feel almost enjoyable, one would say. Now, believe it or not, while we're holding this stretch, we also want to activate the finger gradations in the back of our hands to kind of grab the floor. If you do that, the stretch is just a little bit more. I say a little bit, but what I meant is a lot more. Good. Let's go ahead and whip it out, turn it around, and toss it down. Oh, so very nice. One of the good things about stretching forearms now is that you don't necessarily even need a floor. If I didn't have a floor, I could simply do this against my own hand like so. I just much prefer the floor if you ask me. We're gonna hold it here just a little bit more, and then we'll get out of it. Nice. Switching back to putting pressure onto our hands, except we're gonna add a little bit of a sideways type of action. When you're ready, we're gonna take both hands, place it onto the ground. We want our wrists to be directly facing forward because that puts in the most easy position to actually apply forward load on it. Now that we have that down, grip the ground with the fingers, elbows relatively straight, and let's lean over them a little bit. With this lean now, we're gonna start to move our body weight to the right and then to the left. As we do so, just focus on feeling the weight transition over your wrist. This will help build some proprioception. One would say if you could feel where the weight is in your body and you could feel how your body's moving without necessarily looking at it, then you will have good proprioception, which is just damn near good for freaking everything if you ask me. Now finally, to finish it off, we're gonna do the exact same thing, except we're gonna move forward and backwards. When you're ready, which I hope you are, we're moving far forwards as we can, and then bringing it back as a form of relaxation. This will be known as a pulse when it comes to stretching. Just getting into a very tense position and moving it back. Just try to go as far forwards as you can. And the goal is just to make sure it feels like it's almost unbearable and then bring it right back. Let's finish off with 2 more. 1. 2. All right, that's pretty good. I would like to finish this off by saying everything we did there can be repeated for 2 to 3 rounds. And obviously you could do it a little bit faster, or you could hold each position a little bit longer. I say a fair time is to hold each stretch for approximately 10 to 15 seconds with about 80-ish% effort, give or take. The important thing about the wrist is so long as you kind of condition them about 2 to 3 times a week, they'll stay nice and healthy, and they'll maintain their flexibility and ability to withstand impact should you land upon them. Pretty important. Anyways, now you know.